Williams hinted at her plan to retire in a Vogue article in early August in which she said she was evolving away from tennis. However, she didn't come right out and explicitly tell us that the US Open would be her final event. Another tennis star, Martina Navratilova, had a few words to say about the state of Williams' career and retirement plans. Let's take a look at what she said. First off, how should Williams plan her exit? Serena may have mapped out her retirement the way she personally wanted to, but the American must be ready to accept not just the goodbyes, but also the losses, and must be able to walk away from the stage with grace. This is what tennis veteran Martina Navratilova said to Reuters. Even though the 41-year-old didn't give us an exact timeline for her retirement, for Navratilova, the way it was for most of the tennis world, the message was right there. Flushing Meadows, where Williams was victorious in the first of her 23 Grand Slam titles in 1999, will be the place she takes her last bow and hangs up her tennis rackets for good. Navratilova went on to say that she completely empathized with the emotions Williams was struggling with as she got closer and closer to her final match, having dealt with many of them herself. But since she's made her decision, the tennis legend must be ready to live with it and stick to the fact that she's leaving even on the off chance she suffers a defeat. Now, why is retirement so hard? Navratilova admitted that it's not easy to handle. She's currently working with Sense Arena on a virtual reality tennis training product that'll give players even better visualization. She went on to talk about her own experiences, recalling how when she retired in '93, she felt like she'd done something wrong since every tournament she went to would be really emotionally charged for her. Williams' brief farewell tour, which has included 2 stops in Toronto and Cincinnati, has so far turned out to be more bitter than sweet. And the 40-year-old also said in the Vogue article that she just didn't like the word retirement and has been obviously frustrated by the inability to work out and dictate the terms and conditions of her exit from the sport. Serena did it her way, which was announced in a very glamorous way on Vogue magazine, but then she is not accepting the losses. She's not accepting what comes with it, which is saying goodbye, added Navratilova. Well, we can understand where Maria's coming from, but think about it. You dedicate your whole life to something. Of course, finding a way to leave it is bound to be really difficult. It's not too hard to also see where Williams is coming from. Next up, the current state of Williams' career. Defeated in the last 16 at Roland Garros in June 2021, Williams has been consistently playing, and that is definitely reflected in her results, having won only 1 match since. At the Cincinnati Open a week ago, during her last tune-up before the US Open officially kicks off on August 29th, Williams was defeated 6-4, 6-0 by Raducanu, after which she saw her match off the court stone-faced, hardly acknowledging an adoring crowd which was there for her. Navratilova warns Williams that she should prepare herself for more defeat and disappointment because the US Open probably won't provide her with the fairy tale ending she envisioned for her career. Life rarely, if ever, plays out like a Hollywood movie. If Williams was writing the script, she'd probably walk off into retirement triumphantly by winning an elusive 24th slam, and that would put her on the same level as Australian tennis legend Margaret Court, who's earned herself a place at the top of the all-time list. Hold up, maybe Maria has a point. Even though the US Open can definitely produce a great fairy tale story the way they did last year with Raducanu, who's only 18 years old, ranked 150th in the world, hoisted the trophy. Navratilova's just trying to be realistic when she says she can't see Williams turning back time and creating similar magic. She reminded us that there's only so far emotions can tame you, and she can't envision a storybook happy ending where Serena wins the tournament. She also said a miraculous comeback doesn't look likely, and neither does Williams winning the tournament. At the end, she added, and with the stress of knowing this is likely your last tournament, it doesn't help. Indeed, the tennis star has troubled with her typically stellar form and has even been slowed down by injuries which have negatively affected her performances on the court. A record-matching 24th Grand Slam title, of course, would be the ideal way to exit tennis forever, but the odds of that happening don't look good at all, and she's heading to Flushing Meadows for what is probably the last time. Finally, what's next for Williams? Williams is in an interview with Time, opened up on what prompted her retirement. She revealed that her daughter, Olympia, didn't like it when she'd played tennis because it would make her spend so much time away. She'd already talked to her daughter about retirement too, and Olympia was overjoyed to hear the news. Of course, to a 4-year-old, it just means that she'll get more time with her mom from now on. And the mother of one also revealed that she was quite sad to be retiring. Not just that, but the thought of it makes her really anxious. No kid would understand why their parents can't be with them all the time, but Williams has spent a few years of her incomparable career now being torn by what she's been putting on hold in order to keep herself going. She's been finding it more and more difficult to commit, considering how she's had to put her family on the sidelines to keep going. We also learned in this interview that Olympia wants to be a big sister. Recently, Williams saw her daughter wishing she had a baby sister on a dandelion. Maybe she wants to have more kids and dedicate her time to her family. Next, in other related news, Andy Murray opens up about the 2012 US Open. Murray won his match against Djokovic in the 2012 US Open final for his debut Grand Slam title. He recently opened up about the crucial moment in his career and how it changed everything for him. He felt insanely nervous and also rather lonely before going out on Arthur Ashe for the 2012 US Open final. 2012 was the year in which Murray finally made his Grand Slam breakthrough when he beat Novak Djokovic to win the first big title. The Brit Barrett recalled being in the locker room by himself before the match and feeling all sorts of things at once, ranging from loneliness and anxiety to intense pressure. Of course, who wouldn't feel the pressure before going up against one of the greatest tennis players ever? He also remembered going back to the court after the match was over. He wanted to be in the space by himself. While he did feel immensely proud of himself, he didn't feel like going out and celebrating his victory at all. Murray was simply relaxed since it was a huge relief to get himself over that hump. Next, where has Murray gotten to now? At the time, he was only 25, playing his 5th Grand Slam final, and it wasn't an easy journey for him. He lost the first 4 Grand Slam finals of his career and spent a long time fearing he might never get to win a major. Remember, kids, if there's any takeaway from this story, it's just that you have to stick to your goals and not give up no matter how many times you fail. If Murray gave up after losing 4 Grand Slams, he wouldn't be where he is today. Since that time, Murray has participated in 6 more Grand Slam finals, and now he's got some pretty impressive victories under his belt, including being an 11-time Grand Slam finalist and 3 major titles to go with it. Wrapping things up, Naomi Osaka's having some fun. The tennis star recently opened up to Self about her mental health journey, and let's just say it was pretty insightful. She's been opening up more about her struggle with depression and anxiety in Self's May issue to honor Mental Health Awareness Month. The 24-year-old told Magazine that after she voluntarily pulled out of the French Open in 2021, giving mental health issues as the reasons, other athletes felt comfortable enough to also share their stories with her. Osaka was in some headlines after revealing her reason for withdrawing from the tournament, which she did through a long announcement posted on her Instagram. Quite a few people were shocked when they heard about this. One thing she definitely wasn't expecting was the amount of support and empathy she got from the players who had secretly been going through similar problems. Nick Kyrgios even openly admitted that she was the one who inspired him to publicly talk about mental health and offer to support others. The Japanese star recently partnered up with Modern Health in an effort to destigmatize mental health and give help to those who need it. And that's a wrap. Do you think Williams will get to have the dreamy farewell she's wanted? Let us know in the comments down below. Remember, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.